Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay.
Hey, it's Gabby the Game Night here. I'm back playing some more things right. It's doing my business and I'm staying up to like 3 a.m. to record this video because I'm not fucking stopping this recording after the last one. So let's go. February 9th in a temple training hall.
You might want to bleep that fuck, because that was the beginning of the video.
Right, what is this what Godot was talking about?
Yeah, the trick locks.
No, then, Iris, please remove these at once.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me.
What?
During the earthquake, when the cabin was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here. So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes?
If only you were stronger.
Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face.
Like you want to talk with your face all green.
Mars Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get the grip on yourself.
Don't be ridiculous, I'm perfectly fair.
There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Mars Edgeworth.
I like our little team group here. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. God, I can't wait to watch this in the anime.
Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives.
Wow, he really is Vegeta.
That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles.
We tried throwing the manga
I see.
at it.
Well, thanks for your help.
Maybe we have to find out what the door's hiding. Throw the manga at it.
Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all.
Escape.
Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried, I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra... You know, Ezra's gone. I have to do all the damn voices. I don't get any kind of a break.
Sorry.
I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door, and... Who in the world would do something like this?
Me.
These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks? I don't think it's that simple, Francisca von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks. Okay. I messed up, I'm sorry, but... Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this? Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. Suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them, but... It will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess. I mean, that's still pretty fast.
Yeah.
If you have to go through all the different combinations. A whole day? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. We'll do this fast. Sure, I'll do whatever I can. You've got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now.
Ugh. Man, Maya's gonna have bad news when she gets out of there.
You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident, but you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple, and then you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple, it's as if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth.
More psyche locks! Only 3.
I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about.
Yeah, quit quiet. I'm throwing a Margaton at you.
I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room with Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth? Yes, that's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too, but I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder.
Barry?
Alright!
Bikini? Both of them? Mainly Bikini. Those was kind of, you know.
I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course. Sister Bikini? Her testimony in court today was very clear. That night I was helping an acolyte with the training in their temple, but, well, as you can see, my back legs act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the Inner Temple on the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. The Acolyte's actual training was... The Acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the Inner Temple. So I would have left about 9:40 p.m., I think. I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you. Huh? Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m., but what you say doesn't add up with this.
Okay, so then that stopped from being at 9:40. I mean, not bad though, probably. Your testimony that you rang the bell 10.
You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Who's that? Me. Mr. Wright. We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. No, that's right. I remember. And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. This time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the Inner Temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility.
There were 2 of you.
On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time, which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris. That's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible. Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise.
Ooh.
You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there's more than one of me.
Oh, we gotta have this somewhere. Something different in this fall, or by any chance. Oh, we haven't used it. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't mean it. Fuck!
What did you do?
I left the fucking psyche lock screen. I gotta go through
Oh, well,
all
you
that
could have
again.
taken a minute to look at that picture before we get back in there. Could have had a nice unobstructed view of her. Now she's posed in a different position.
I feel.
I mean, it's black and white, so
Yeah, she's fine.
none of that helps.
Let's get out here again. Let me double check. Okay. I don't see any major obvious differences. Or minor, not obvious differences. Making sure. Yeah, everything seems to line up pretty well. Minus the hood, of course. So that have to do something else. Gong. Triple checking.
I don't think there's enough to go on in that photo, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not really much.
the best hope would that there would be different color hair or eyes or something and being black and white.
Yeah. Proof of truthful. What proof do we have that there's truthful? I agree with.
Edgeworth is the other you. I don't know what we have that's proof.
Because we have a hood. We have Larry's post sketch. And we have this picture. Do any of those sound plausible?
Can I see Iris again? I mean, you can always fucking save and present it. Well, I wanted to see more than just her face. Oh, I didn't mean for you to have to go through all that. I'm sorry. Can I see the picture of Iris with Sister Bikini again? Yeah, I got nothing. It was a stupid hunch.
Throw the Magatama out for the time. Throwing Magatama right at her face. Hitting her in the face with a Magatama.
I mean, maybe we just don't have anything yet.
That's potential. But I'm going to throw things at her face first. just to make sure. Throwing things at her face. Hitting virus in the face. Throwing things at her face. There were two of you. Show me the evidence. Yo, it's not that. Pretty good. Am I supposed to be presenting a person? Because I don't have...
If you're presenting a person, there's no way we've got it yet.
Yeah, I don't have.
Because we don't have Dahlia Hawthorne, and that's the only thing it could be.
I'll be back. Hey, it's the temple. Why am I skipping this?
And pearls. Oh, okay. We ain't editing this, though. They're going to see all the dirty details.
I'm back in a temple guard.
February 9th, Inner Temple. Yep.
Yeah,
finally,
not gone. Shut
finally getting to the bottom of this. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. If I can count on Iris to break those locks, I can count on Iris to break those locks. So I should try to gather more clues.
If I can count on Iris to break those locks, I can count on Iris to break those locks.
From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls.
Going to garden now, in a temple garden.
Cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's got to be a tough job.
It's me, I'm Edgeworth.
Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time.
Mutter, mutter. How could I have done that?
Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth?
Ah.
Hey, don't you dare run away.
You'll never catch me alive. What do you want, Wright?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip your dialogue. If you came here to laugh at me, then you're not honest. Go on, laugh away.
I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris.
Yes. And then to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. Can you tell me about stuff?
You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh?
There's a high chance that the actual scene of the crime. That's why.
You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow?
Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted after the murder.
But surely, you don't suspect Maya, do you?
No. We treat everyone as a suspect. Maya, as well as Iris. It's our job, right? No, Edgeworth.
So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes.
No, though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath.
17 years ago, when we were little cool kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder.
It all comes back to DL6. It's always DL6.
It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse.
With no one in it, apparently. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's where it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. Lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself.
It's been more than 17 years now. And that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right?
You think I don't know that? I was there. But it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me.
Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think, so no more of the self-pity, okay?
And then they kissed.
I mean, they could still just be really good friends. I mean, again, if you love your friend that much, you would be concerned about him, especially if they had a history with earthquakes. Anyway, that's your dialogue.
There was something that bothered me about her from that moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before.
So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file?
Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare.
So, who is she?
Phoenix, you already know. You read the same case file. I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. I'm the defending lawyer!
What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case.
The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple, and neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder.
Unrelated?
Yes, I can say that with complete confidence.
You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew.
What do you want me to do? Look at Iris. Apparently, Iris was taken in by the sisters at the temple when she was a child. However, we still don't know much about her past, so we're looking into it.
That reminds me.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, we just did. Okay, what do you want me to fill him in on? Want me to do of his face? Get that piece of filth out of my face.
You're still mad, huh, Edgeworth?
I know a thing or two about Larry Butch, just like you. We both know he likes to act up, but this, even he couldn't make something like this up. If this is what he drew, then this is what he saw. As unbelievable as it may seem.
I know. That's what I think, too.
Every time, every single damn time I see that guy, he's in it up to his neck.
I knew it. Edgeworth's still mad as a hornet at Larry.
Anyway, time to roll more stuff on. Then I go find more stuff. I always gave this to you, didn't she?
Yes, and it really works. It helped my fever go down quicker. I'm sure of it.
So you say, but your face is still white as a sheet, and sweat is running down your cheek. Anyway, it seems to me like there's something going on between the two of you.
Actually, I don't know exactly why, but there's something about Iris that just tugs at me. I can't figure out whether I feel like I know her or don't know her at all. It's really weird.
Yeah. Guess I gotta go find more stuff. Bye! Suspension bridge.
It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again.
Hi. Oh, hi, Paul. Oh, Mr. Nick.
Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Missing Maya? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey! What do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry. This is the loser shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's fares, okay? You got a problem with that?
Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Elise did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls. We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire.
Don't cook half.
So stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Oh, missing my, Can I still use the sketch?
Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Heh, I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl. 2 losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I going to do with them? Alright then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See, someone appreciates. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know?
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy, Governor.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you. Iris really flew that night.
But Mr. Elise...
Not you, too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg you. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture. It looks like I don't have any choice but to take the sketch at face value. Hey, what's with that look of doubt on your face?
The night of the crime.
Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know? I'm sure it doesn't matter what I was doing to tell you, Miss Nick.
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Mr. Nim's room reading a book together. But Mr. Nim was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple.
Mm.
So what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. We gotta do more psyche locks. What the oh, it's 5 still. I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power has disappeared.
What? Her powers have disappeared. What do you mean your powers disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. Spirit medium who can't channel spirits like a painter who can't paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls. Did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That was really cruel of you. Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her psyche locks to get the truth out of her.
Let's throw something at a crying child. Yeet.
After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Denim's room reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me, but I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go?
No, there's somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Mr. Nim's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls.
You went to the inner temple.
You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or right, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this.
You're worried about Maya.
It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it?
Ah!
You knew the training Maya was undertaking was very dangerous. After all, it was the special course. I signed up for your special course. Oh, my. Quite brave, considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with Ocean Channel. Wah-ha! Sister Bikini scared with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you?
Think about what could have made Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the inner temple.
Then we're clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that.
Yeah.
About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple?
I mean, it's probably about 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. There's so much snow I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
Until after 10? How did you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ring for lights out.
She heard the lights out bell? The Hazakura Temple bell is pretty small, though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it, that'd be terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell. Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell?
Alright.
I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because of this.
Why was she worried about the bell?
I don't know.
I mean, the bell is lights out.
Yeah.
That why?
I mean, Misty hadn't been killed yet, so she wasn't worried about that. I mean, she saw Dahlia and was like, wait, that chick's over here, but if I hear the bell and Iris is ringing, that's a stretch. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Did you get...
Oh no, let's put some more ball into this. Why would you care about the bell? Maybe I don't have the evidence yet. I don't know. I hate temple. Gonna look at the damn bell myself.
I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's sight.
Send me the damn bell.
Quaint little bell tower. I never would have thought that something this horrible was about to happen. When Irish rang the lights out bell that night.
Oh, she is shaking. Well, what's the damage? How is the sacred cavern?
Looks like it survived. But we have a bigger problem now. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred temple cavern.
But who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Korean tradition.
We have Iris at the sacred cavern trying her best to open them first right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini.
Oh, yes, we were in the middle of a chat, weren't we?
Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Crane disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Face suddenly appeared at the temple.
It was about a week ago when Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the Master, she said, "Someone is trying to destroy the Korean tradition's main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them."
Someone was trying to destroy the main family line?
There's only one heir to the title of Master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new Master of Korean, and her daughter's the main family. All other mediums become branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line.
Power of the Master worth this much bloodshed?
You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real.
Yeah, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the Mask case. And during Maggie Bird's trial, too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most.
The Korean technique has made a huge difference in the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead, that's true psychic power, you know? Members of the tradition have always been there behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such tremendous skill?
I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you to be really rich by now.
Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? Ho, ho, ho! You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see, all because of one little mistake.
A mistake? What mistake?
It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident.
That incident? Is she talking about what I think she is?
The DL6 incident? I'm sure the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file.
The DL6 incident. I knew it.
DL6.
The DL6 incident.
The DLC incident.
I know it well. Did I say DLC?
No.
Oh. I handled a related case just 2 years ago.
Oh, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case.
A murder that took place 17 years ago. It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium.
And the last time.
The idea was to channel the victim's spirits knowing the identity of the murderer. And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action. But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he?
That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen in the Korean tradition, Korean tradition openly involved in.
It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Karain Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Karain tradition is starting to recover at last. But with the new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? Spiritual power of the Karain channeling technique is in the blood. Maya told me the exact same thing before. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power. The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Ami, but with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master. And the ones who don't become branch families, right? That's right, and it's always the cause of tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too, an older sister named Mia. Yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Mia? Of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother. And lost her life as a result. Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. Really? Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. That's right, Misty Faye had an older sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master's seat from her. Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know. Morgan is a name I know well. It was a year ago now at Maya's home, Karain Village. What she did was terrible. It was all so she could make her own daughter the next master. I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris... Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this? That Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter. What? That was me, not Phoenix.
Pardon?
Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter?
Pardon?
Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Still me. Oops! I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have. I know her very well. Oh? Yeah, Pearls. Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was an only child. You jest! That child! She's Mystic Morgan's? I had no idea. Mystic Morgan? But she's in prison now, isn't she? Yeah, ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year.
Huh.
It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I see. So I've been wrong all this time.
3 daughters. Well, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean,
that's fine.
That's not the surprising part.
Yeah.
Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2. Wait, what? The 3? And that's Phoenix. Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl.
There we go.
What? Still Phoenix. Twin sister.
Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Corain's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become master, he left her in the village, taking their twin daughters with him.
Dick. How awful.
He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give after by us here at the temple.
What a dick, man.
Yeah. Honestly.
That was Irish, you see.
It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister, could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris' sister?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler.
Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh?
Yes, that's right.
And one of them is a very, very murderer.
No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family.
So who's Pearl's father?
Another
I was
person.
going to say, 'cause she's way younger than the other girls.
Yeah.
And if he left when they were infants or little kids...
So half-sisters.
Anger? What do you mean?
Twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan.
That's why she had pearls?
It seems that the incident here was the result of Mystic Morgan's anger. They was able to break free of the bars that confined her.
So Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. But this information will be useless unless I can flush it out a bit. I need to ask more questions to get some more info.
Did I actually get anything in there? Yeah,
You got that!
that's good enough, actually. I'm going to Edgeworth. Edgeworth! My boy! Hey, you mentioned a daughter of a jeweler?
Did he? I don't even remember him doing that.
Something like that. Remember, it was being the
Oh, when he was
case.
talking about Dahlia. Yo, Edgeworth.
Yeah, there.
Did you know that Iris had a twin sister?
What? A twin? You can't be serious.
Sister Bikini told me. But the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin.
There's nothing about Iris having a twin sister in the files I checked.
Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think.
A jeweler? Wait, I just might know who this twin sister of hers is.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Phoenix, you know too.
Let me guess.
Why do we even need to go to Edgeworth for this?
Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right?
Yes, exactly.
Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please.
It was my first court case 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died.
You're talking about Terry Falls, right?
I didn't do it. You know about that case.
You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yo, this game is pretty tight.
Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. You went from going like, I hate Phoenix, right? This game is pretty
I never
tight.
said I hated Phoenix, right? Some of the cases get boring. I was talking about this one, the way this game in particular is laid out.
Yeah. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. Yeah, a lot of people say this case is the best in the series. Which I'm seeing it. This is a damn good case. Stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. Oh, sorry. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking.
Her sister.
Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie is the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife.
That's a mouthful. Oh. And this is when she entered my life. Well, this is when she entered my life.
Every case in this game is connected, except for, like,
Half of them.
recipe for a turnabout.
The woman who tried to kill me. Did she? I don't think she actively tried to kill Phoenix.
I don't know.
So after
At least
Terry...
tried to frame him.
Yeah. So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia?
Maybe tried to kill him too.
Did you check that out?
Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this kid. Bitch!
Why are you so sure about that?
It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. Huh?
What? That was Phoenix.
Well, her metabolism...
Metabolic.
Metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak.
That's an odd way to put that. What do you mean Dahlia Hawthorne is dead? Edgeworth.
Right, I must confess that in reading her file,
I got so pissed off that I killed her.
the murder case you involved during... you're involved in during your college years. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey.
And she was pissed. At the time, Dahlia. It's like she was possessed by a demon or something.
But it was 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed, last month.
Executed?
I'm sure that's
So that was a little bit of both me and Phoenix.
I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead, and once somebody is dead, there's no way to revive them. Godot disagrees.
There's no way to revive the dead? I wonder. Seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth.
And what is that?
It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother.
What's the mother got to do with any of this?
She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Korean channeling technique.
Did you say Korean channeling technique?
Do you know something about it?
Oh yes, I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium.
Oh yeah. Kinda forgot about that.
I was involved in another nightmare.
We know that, Edgeworth!
17 years ago. Let's go back to the DL6 incident. I like talking about it.
But why are you talking to Phoenix like he doesn't know this already?
It's caught with the middle of a Muslim. Please don't have any leads. Yada yada yada. Yeah, Phoenix just summed this up like 5 minutes ago. They were stormed. That's when they called her in. She's a very famous spirit medium and the master.
Why are you talking in that strange way, Edgeworth?
But you know what happened?
If you don't want to tell me this, you don't have to.
Of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent.
Edgeworth, you pompous ass.
Go to the police record room. It's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file, and you'll know.
Of course. How could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Korean channeling technique is real.
You're friends with Maya.
Yeah, that would have been a dope place to end this section of the game. Should have faded out right there. One day you'll know it's real.
I'm gonna break your Cyclops yet. Do I have Dahlia? I have Dahlia. Supposedly dead. But, I don't care about
So, did their mom break out of prison and she channeled Dahlia?
I don't know.
Or did she channel Dahlia and let them kill her instead?
I don't fucking know.
This case is going places.
Man,
am I needed for a voice for a second?
probably in just a second.
I just want to go peeking on Johnny real quick.
Okay. I'm gonna bring them Psychox. I'm gonna beat the wrong Dahlia out of her face. I'm not Tommy Big Grumbling. Anyway, there are 2 of you. 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 Waiting. for Maddie to get back. He's coming back and I can present it.
I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps, and a half-sister. And, like, a half-steps and
And a
dead
stepsister.
stepsister.
Yeah, stepsister, a twin sister, and a half-sister. Walk into a ball.
Two of them are dead, though, so how did they walk? That's
spirit
right.
channeling.
Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well. I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer. Yeah, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it?
Sorry, that's my coat record.
I'm sorry. Thank you. There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you who was here at the temple on the night of the murder. It was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
I just said she's dead. What are you...
But you said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Karain channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew. I knew it was my sister, Dahlia, the other half of me, who passed away last month. Just as I suspected. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder.
Damn, even in death.
It was Dahlia Hawthorne.
She is being a nuisance.
Why didn't you tell me this before? Because my sister always does the right thing.
Very untrue.
Excuse me? And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do.
Do you know your sister?
I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again. You betrayed her? What do you mean? That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way.
No.
What is she talking about?
Iris, no.
You know about it,
Iris.
don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago? That was the start of it all. That's what started her down that twisted path. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life.
Skill issue.
It's all because I betrayed her. How did you betray her, Iris? It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing. What? But I got scared, so I ran away. What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father, that's awful.
Your father is awful too.
But I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money. Huh? It was revenge on our father.
Based.
Revenge? It's at the top.
Yeah.
What do you mean by revenge? He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell. Her mother. She must be talking about Morgan Fay. Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The main family had a lot of influence in many businesses and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. Just occurs to me, I could have done a different voice for her since she's not Dahlia, and I'm just basically doing Dahlia's voice. I mean, I didn't know that at the time, but...
Yeah.
Unless she really is Dahlia.
Nah.
No, I know. But this plan backfired, because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Karain. That would be Misty Fay, Maya's mother.
Mommy Fay.
But before long, the credibility of the Karain tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic Misty Fay, made a terrible mistake.
Oopsie.
It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident.
Honestly, just kind of like the worst case you could have used to spit medium on.
After that happened, Our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive and that he had no reason to stay there. And that's when you came here to Hazakura Temple? Yes. The woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see. Oh. And I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family, I've heard she's been very battered spiritually and emotionally. I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together.
Oh, Francisco still
I have asked everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fae clan. That's what it looks like.
I forgot she was here.
Iris, there's just one more thing I wanted you to tell me. What is it? During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him? Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts.
Ow!
I see.
A single tear sheds from his face.
Thanks for your help. You're welcome. How do you have feelings, Wright? There's so much to investigate. Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you. I promise. Thank you. I suppose I'd better continue my investigation. There's still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearl Psyche lock.
Yeah, how the frick am I gonna unlock that? Oh, sorry, I just had it. You stay here. I gotta play this game. Gonna go check some stuff out first in the courtyard. Anything in the courtyard. Oh,
I'm not even trying.
Sounds like someone's happy.
Someone's humming, so. No motive, no crime, no motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime.
No motive, no
Who the fuck
crime.
are you? This is a crime scene, pal. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Korea. Whoop! I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigation's all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion.
You suck at your job.
Good cases we have, good cases
we
we've lost. Again,
lost.
pal! Get the fuck out of here! You're contaminating the crime scene! Would have never guessed that Gumshoe was into reggae. Oh, I'm sorry, I was not doing that in the style of reggae.
Well, now you can continue in reggae.
I'm not sure I really can without insulting somebody, especially with no music. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. I guess he was trying to do, like, Every Little Thing Gonna Be Alright by Bob Marley. Hey, pal! Huh? Who, me? How long have you been there? I just got here. Oh, okay. Because if you heard me singing, I'd have to kill you. So what are you up to, detective? I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon. The real murder weapon. That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? Giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. Doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though. A letter?
Well, show me the letter.
Can we
show
have
me
this letter?
Investigation. You know, whatever.
So how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know if I should be telling you, pal. But I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the Inner Temple Garden. And they're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ. I'll grab it for you. Wait, but what? You mean... I don't have the details, pal! All I know is, if you don't find Maya down in that sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? Is it earlier than you're singing? You got me. I don't know. Wait, what? They're not my words, pal. Then who said it? Mr. Godot.
Godot.
Godot?
Godot?
Can't we shove him off the bridge or something? I don't know, maybe I'm being too harsh on him. About that letter you found. Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is some burnt up old letter. Burnt up old letter? Yeah, it was in that incinerator right outside the inner temple. I see lights out, Belle, and you must channel her spirit. The incinerator? I knew it. I knew it was. I wasn't imagining it. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away, which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? I've got it right here if you want to take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to the case. Spirit mediums?
Do you know what the Audible?
It's got to be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I'd better give it a good looking over and some serious thought. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal. Be careful. Once night falls, should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out, Belle, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is, she is our, the whole. Here's a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is burned, the also make. Tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition.
What?
So I guess her mother wrote her that letter. And Pearl's the one who channeled Dahlia. So what do you know about...
Pearl said she failed to channel. Well, that's what we're deducing. That she failed to channel.
Maybe she's... Okay, but maybe she failed after she did this because now she's so mad at herself for what she did.
Maybe.
Hey, you're probably right. They're probably... Because that would pretty much make Pearl's the murderer. So
Okay.
I guess it's probably not the case.
Okay. Yeah, no. Never mind.
What? You got something?
No.
What?
I was gonna make a joke theory.
Okay. A vidiotic theory?
Yeah.
That's not good, though, because we would know how this case works out if we just wait a little while.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't finish this until we do that. Even though everybody else is, who's interested in the game has played it by now. Anyway, what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? Well, it wasn't the Shishishito that was found impaled in the victim's body. Ms. Resworth proved that in court today. Today?
Yeah.
We're still at the day of the court? God damn.
It was early in the day, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, that's true. This is a long fucking day. In which case, it must have been another blade. And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Yeah, and man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We've got the feather forensics in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this. Secret weapon? What's the secret weapon of yours? You want to know? You've got to think scientifically, okay? Alright. Murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far?
Metal detector return?
No, I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da, metal detector. Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Well, you want to give scientific investigation a go? Yeah. Me? Yeah. I've been using this thing for hours now. Yeah. It gets pretty boring after a while. I always wanted a metal detector. I don't know. Should I help the detective come shoot out or not?
Play.
Come on, pal. It's good fun. I'm telling you. Alright then. I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. It's absolute best. It's so sensitive you could make it cry. It's so high-tech you could skydive off it. Oh, bother. So, now I'm going to tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon's around here somewhere, right? Sure, that's what we're trying to find out. Right, so first, let's turn the detector on. That's the sound of the metal detector signal bouncing off something metallic.
Okay.
Don't worry, this baby will let you know when you've hit something metallic. And when that happens, press the A button to give the area a good hard stare.
It's a remote slotted into a metal detector add-on. He keeps talking, and I'm not skipping it. Okay.
You're not skipping it?
Yeah, it was automatically going.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why is the cane detecting metallic?
This is Ms. Dunham's staff, isn't it? Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood, but the detector's reacting to it. Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might... God damn it, that turns out to be the murder weapon. You owe me an apology, because I suggested that.
I apologize.
Isn't that... Well, we don't know.
I pre-apologize.
Yeah. Now you might have to take it back, though, so I feel bad.
No, I'm not going to take it back either way.
Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it? It's weird that this thing is causing a racket. Here, let me take a look at it. Hey, hands off! Examining evidence is a job for the...
sword inside it?
Crack. Ack! The top is coming off. Look what you've done! You've damaged a really important piece of evidence! Ah! That's a...
Why is it...
A sword!
That's badass, actually.
Inside the staff!
That's badass.
Is this... Could it be? The murder weapon?
That's actually badass.
I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed inside the victim's staff.
I mean, that doesn't look like it'd be super comfortable to hold, but like, it's badass.
They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else.
Question, why did she have a sword cane?
Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot. I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. The real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden. Then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now.
I discovered it.
Well, as I say, there's no team in Gumshoe. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it. Then I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh? No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal. It's about the same length as the Shishido, too. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some trace of blood left, even if most of it has been wiped off.
Oh, okay, he's gone.
Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Wait up, detective. Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know. You're gonna get that staff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while? Huh? What are you talking about, pal? Please. Just until we find Maya. Maya? What's this got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh, how so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think? Maya's been... Please, detective, let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. You're looking kind of viridian there. Okay, just stop it with that face, pal. One thing, though. The staff's secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished. I understand. This is just a regular, run-of-the-mill staff. You got it? Okay, now you take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Don't worry. She'll be fine. Gumshoe. You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal?
Gumshoe X Fine.
Sure, thanks. No, god damn it! Can't people just be friends?
Nah, it's fun. No, not shipping them.
I can't help but wonder, though. What was Elise and Nim doing with a staff like this in the first place?
What the fuck? All the staff was the mole weapon, it seems. Just not in the way it seemed. Pulse!
Look at that. They really did make a fire right in front of the shack.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Hi, you're too late, Nick. You came here for one of our potatoes. We've already polished them all off.
I think I pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearl's is hiding.
Time to chuck a marga tomato.
Ow, Mr. Nick. Oh, who gave you that? Then you throw it at me, you son of a bitch.
Fuck you, Nick! Miss Nick.
On the night morning, you went to this place, right? The inner temple, ha-ha! And you went to it because you were worried about Maya. Why were you listening for the bell? Is it because there's a note that says listen for the bell? This 3-page singular burned note. Oh fuck! Sorry, instructions.
I presume you recognize these pieces of paper.
Ah! Where's you?
In the incinerator at the inner temple. Pearls, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Miss Nick. You're amazing.
These instructions that were found in the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me, no.
As you can see, a large portion has been burnt, but the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was...
Dahlia?
Yeah, that's my best guess.
Okay.
It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the inner temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. I never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you'd never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you follow their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? Pearls, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why.
How did you?
I figured it out. The person who wrote this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. Alright, Pearls, it's time you started telling me the truth. Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child.
Huh?
You're trying to say follow the instructions. I like to see some proof.
What?
Because I don't think you have any.
She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right, there's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it.
However, I do know that whoever did it was a child.
How do you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
A simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you'd been given. But you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it.
Let me reread the letter real
Yeah.
quick. One time.
It's gravely roast. Something to do with the gravy.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that.
The gravy on the poster.
Oh.
It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
What does it sound like?
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast, among others, right?
How do you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with Mr. Nim on the night of the murder? I don't even remember how I did her voice at this point.
I don't know.
I hope I did it British. Perhaps we can read some books. I don't think I did it British.
Really, I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading.
Haha. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Elise, so for example, how do you read this?
It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word.
Sure, Mr. Nim taught you how to read gravely and roast, but what she didn't teach you is what they meant. Gravely sounded like gravy. Oh, sorry. It did sound like gravy, didn't
like
it?
gravy to me. And the only roast I could think of was the food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
That's actually hilarious.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. Guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless. I couldn't burn the letter properly as my mother asked me. Such a simple thing, I couldn't do it right.
Paul, accomplice to murder.
At this point, Pearl murderer.
Potentially.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy.
I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I showed the massive crane just like it said in the letter.
I see. And then?
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area.
The guest area.
Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because missing my main training had already started, I couldn't interrupt it. So I stayed where I was and prayed for it to get through it. But then
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris, too. It happens.
Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple?
Yes, when I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but dusky birds wasn't there anymore, and there's no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. It was learning insane. Then I hit up the leftover gravy and
let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried?
Poor Paul.
It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl.
I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too.
Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry.
And also lost power.
it was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel the spirit. I was on my way over the inner temple and I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit.
No. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
Oh my god, does that mean she's not dead?
Very potentially.
You couldn't do it.
I never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. Tried and tried and tried. I tried yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it.
Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out.
Oh, potentially she was already channeled.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Misty Faye was channeling Dahlia, and then someone who hates Dahlia killed Misty Faye, and they was like, oh shit, this ain't Dahlia!
God damn.
Godot did it. I don't think Godot was here.
If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh, just like that.
So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Just channel Mia real quick. Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
Suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is anyway?
Could happen if someone else saw it channeling the same shit. Fuck! Fuck, I'm right!
Someone else? What? Well, we don't know that you're right about who was channeling it, though.
Well, yeah.
Someone
I mean,
else.
we have at least one other spirit medium here.
Well, actually, we have at least two other spirit mediums here.
Well, yeah, but with a bikini.
I was talking about Maya.
Yeah. That's what I meant by one other than.
Oh, I thought she just meant one other besides Pearl.
Is Bikini a spirit medium? Probably.
I don't know.
Oh, she does the training.
And I mean, she wouldn't. I don't know why she wouldn't be doing it, and she's ruled out for other reasons. But technically, Iris could be a spirit medium too.
Well, she said she doesn't have any power.
Did she?
Yeah, or something like that.
Anyway, someone else. What do you mean?
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Oh, Larry. Then that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. Shit is dark, man.
They pulled so Misty-faced the letter to ask her about the words. What do these mean? Oh, someone's trying to kill me. Huh, this is unfortunate.
She did ask her how to read gravely, unless grave is in one of Eliza's books.
Oh, that'd be so hilarious.
I'm a failure. I couldn't grant my mother's final wish.
Her final wish.
Is she dead too?
Yes, the Slayer. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it.
God,
Mother's gone to a place called a penitentiary.
Yeah, I know, Pearls.
I visit her every month. And last month she told me.
I can't remember how I did her voice.
The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl.
Not that.
I know it was like really severe British.
Oh.
There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden.
My mother's very nice to me. I love her very much.
You know she helped murder someone, right?
Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right?
Yeah, even murder!
She said it's for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. And many miles by the Fae clan, so it had to be good fortune.
That's right, isn't it, Miss Nick? Poor, you're so stupid.
You poor deluded child. Yeah, sure. Right, I guess.
There's a picture with her at too.
A picture?
Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture enough to channel some spirit, but died.
Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it is broken, as if someone had already opened it once before.
That sure is pretty strange. Someone that opened it already?
Huh.
Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome. My mother's watching over us, so I'm still missing Maya will be alright.
Look at that innocent smile on your face. What am I supposed to say to her?
But why are you still here? Finally figured out how to fight. You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is.
Godot.
Godot.
No, I ain't doing it that way. Phoenix ain't gonna get... He's... Godot.
The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop.
I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort.
But it's all a waste of time.
Why do you say that?
Because Maya Faye isn't coming back.
What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that?
It was your job to protect her, Wright. Just like it was your job to protect Mia Faye. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances.
I realize that, but...
And you were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them.
But I didn't know anything about what was going on.
Huh. What I just said, Wright. Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow. We'll settle everything we could tomorrow. Once and for all.
Mr. Nick, is what that man just said true?
It'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
I know she's alive because I've played the 6th game. And she's in that one.
My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child, my Pearl. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the master seat is yours. My last great wish. Seems I was just in time.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Game Night. Like, comment, subscribe, good service, and most importantly,
Plot's getting thicker than the gravy.
good night.
Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, yay. Come on and watch her play. New games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.